What is up, you guys? As you can see, I'm at work right now. But I was so excited to get this 2-pack last night that I had to record the video today. If I would have recorded this last night, it would have been too late and I would have been late for it. It was a whole thing. But I finally have the Colossus and Juggernaut 2-pack. I have been wanting this thing forever, but people have been reselling it for crazy prices. I saw somebody selling this for $150 on, I think it was Amazon. But I got it for retail at my local comic book store. Now this has amazing packaging. You got the 80 years anniversary. You got the nice X-Men logo right here. Mine's kind of bent. You got a nice view of both of the figures and packaging. On this side, you got some of Juggernaut's early comic book panels. On the back, you got issue 102 of the all-new, all-different X-Men. And then you got some panels of Colossus. But there's not too much to it, so let's go ahead and get these guys open. Now, after getting these guys out of the packaging, my god, they look amazing. Great sculpt detail on both of them. You can just tell these two figures are huge. The scale on both of them is pretty accurate. And I just love how Colossus still pops. Now, for his body, I like how instead of just painting it on, it's like actually molded to have the sculpt lines. And the red and yellow are really complementing his silver look. And for Juggernaut, god, look at his helmet. Just, I cannot stress enough how good these figures look. Now granted, they are a little dated when it comes to articulation, but I believe their paint, detail, and sculpt makes up for that. Similar to Diamond Select, they don't have the best articulation, but they look amazing. And these do not feel cheaply made either. These feel like really good figures. They're very hefty. I was expecting Juggernaut to be a little hollow, but yeah, you can hear that he's a heavy boy. But let's move on to their articulation. Now, for Juggernaut, he doesn't have any butterflies, which is a little sad, but, you know, it's fine. He can look up that much, down that much. His neck's on a hinge, so you don't get no head. You get a little bit of head pivot. Move a 360, obviously. His arms will move out that much, 360, but you gotta watch out for that so it doesn't cut into this. You got a bicep swivel, single jointed. He's a little hard to move just because I did just open him. Single jointed elbow, pin, sadly. Wrist is on a hinge. No diaphragm joint, but he can crunch that much forward, that much back. Waist swivel, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, surprisingly. And then the feet can move up that much, down that much, and you get some ankle pivot. Now for Juggernaut, he's a little bit of a bigger figure, so his articulation isn't as much. His head can look up that much and down that much. He does come with an alternate head, so I'm sure it can move more. You kind of got to be careful because there's this, like, I don't know if you can see, so you got to kind of watch how you move it. His arm can go up that much. Rotate 360. Oh, well. We'll get that later. He has a single jointed elbow, and then wrist is on a hinge. He can crunch that much forward, that much back, waist swivel, upper thigh cut, single jointed knee, and then the feet can move not really up, they can move kind of back, and you have ankle pivot. So not too bad. So you can definitely get him in those iconic Juggernaut running poses. But let's move on to the accessories. Now for Colossus accessories, he only comes with two, unfortunately, and that's two fists. I kind of wish they gave him an alternate head like they did with Juggernaut, but it's okay. He still looks great. They're really well detailed. They have his comic look. And I just love the paint on them. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's paint, but they just look amazing. To have that much detail in such a small thing. Let's move on to Juggernaut's accessories. Now, for Juggernaut, he comes with a pair of, I think this is like almost a gripping hand and then like an open hand. More like a splayed hand, I guess. But what's really cool is he comes with a broken mask and a beat up face. So you can have him in there like that, which is really cool. You can have him looking like he just got knocked out by Colossus. Now, for the mask, what I really like is they gave it some gray paint, or some silver paint, so it looks like it's like the paint on the metal just like is deteriorating just because of the damage, and it has a lot of scratches and a lot of battle damage, so it just looks really nice overall. And then like some of the bolts are coming out too. I don't know if the camera's really picking that up, but it just looks amazing. I just really like the silver paint on this. And for his beat up face, he has a little bit of a busted lip, black eye, but God, that looks amazing. Now, for a size comparison, here's the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine next to the 2-pack Juggernaut and Colossus, and these guys just tower over Logan, which is very accurate because Logan in the comics is around 5'3". I just love, they just look amazing. So, final thoughts on this 2-pack. It's amazing. I wish Colossus came with an alternate head at least, but it's okay. He came with a pretty great expression already. The articulation, while dated, still kind of holds up in some aspects. It definitely has problems in certain areas, but it's okay. The detail and the sculpting and the paint on these figures are also amazing. So I'm going to have to give the 2-pack a 9.5. Definitely is worth that score. Love these two figures, and they have great shelf presence, so definitely gonna have these guys in my X-Men display. But that's about it for the video. So like, comment, subscribe, share, I don't know, support me. See you guys in the next one.